Hello, it is, right now, it's 7:55 on Friday night, PM, on September 16th. What I'm going to show you right here is something that I found across, and it's a safety advisement in regards to the Baofeng Sansonic GT-3TP. These things are dangerous. First off, that little tab, which is your speaker mic thing, every single one, I bought a package of 5 of them, every single one of them broke off. Now, this was the end result here, is when I was charging it in my truck. I'm going to show you the readouts, I'm going to give you temperature readings and everything. So, right here I've got my power strip, and this is my power supply to my camera, just FYI. But this is straight, came from with the radio, the adapter, and if you can read there, okay, flat out, it says in there, the input is 100 to 240 volts, 50 to 60 hertz, output is 10 volts, 500 milliamps. Notice that, 10 volts, 500 milliamps, okay? So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off one of these charging. Now you notice I got a couple different charging blocks here. Okay, 2, alright, and I'll leave these all sitting the same. Now, if you notice here, I am literally unboxing whoops, I just dropped that, a radio, but that doesn't matter, because what I'm getting at right now is flat out is a fresh, never been used, never before used charger. If you notice here, the sticker on it is still good. Okay, and actually what I'm going to do is I am going to mark this. Go get me a marking pen, paint marker, so that you can notice that I'm using the same one each time. Okay, and I'm going to put that one up there. That's my good one. This was the one that, if you look there, that was used in my truck. I used the cigarette lighter adapter, and it sat there and it actually melted to the floorboard of my truck. That was while it was running and everything like that. This one, my brother used, and he put in, just plugged it in for a little while, and that's the result. So now, give me 1 second, I'm going to go get a marking so I can mark that block. But I'm going to put 2 marks there, okay? There you go. Look for those same 2 marks. Alright. First thing we're going to do is literally, I'm going to give you a 10-minute readout. This is with the 110. You see there, I'm plugged into 110. Put that right up there. Okay. This one here, okay, it works. Okay. The radio works, comes on. The battery is charged on this and everything, which is fine. But I am literally going to put this on here, on the charger. Once I get it on there. And that's the other bad thing, is these things have got a gap in the front there, which makes part of it. It's charging here. Now my El Cheapo temperature sensor. And I'm going to turn this slightly so we can get to the battery area there. And try to make it so you can still see that light. Let me make sure. Yep. Still see that? That's orange, even though it may look green to you. Oop. That is right now reading 81.3 degrees, and right here is the top is 76.6 or 77. So there's that. Oh. Sorry if you can't, I'm trying to get it. Well, that's 76 degrees. I don't know if you can read it. So, we'll come back right now. 8:03. Come back in 10 minutes and take another temperature. Actually, I decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to just speed through this 10 minutes, so I'm going to set a timer. Set a timer, 10 minutes. 77 degrees, 77.5 degrees. $77.1. Three minutes left on the clock. Okay, 10 minutes. Give me a sec. 10 minutes. We're at 77.5 was the high, and the metal right there is 77 degrees. So utilizing the wall wart with the radio is fine. Here you go. Okay, no signs of it heating up or anything like that. Okay. So there and there. Now you're gonna have to bear with me. I gotta shut off everything, and then I gotta set this up in the truck. I'm gonna utilize the same radio, okay, and all that, and set it up in the truck, okay, so that you can see. Because here's the problem. Before I set this up in the truck, this is the Sansonic. Okay, it's 12 volts. 12 to 24 volts, and its output is 12 volts at 1.5 milliamps. Its output is well over that. I will show you that. I will have the multimeter set up. I will plug this in, and I will simply first have the truck off, and then I will start the truck, and I'll have it all so you can see the tachometer and all that for it, so that you can literally see that you're getting more than what they say is coming out of this. This has no regulation of any type of power. I can't open this up without really destroying it for all intents and purposes. There is a fuse in it, just like, you know, any other one, but this thing will put out way more voltage than that radio and that battery is intended to take. Okay, what I got here is I got it set up here. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first take this. Here's the same one. Okay, truck's not running. Tachometer, the key ignition is on though. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. Here's my voltage. Okay, before I even hook this thing up, 12.19 volts DC. Okay, now I'm going to show you. I'm going to start the truck. Okay, that was a power inverter because I got the camera plugged into a power inverter. Yeah, I need to change my oil. You can see it on the tachometer, it's running now. Okay, at just idle, I've got 13.5 volts, and that's at about 700 RPMs. Now, when I had this plugged in, I was driving down the road, I was doing about 70 miles on the interstate, which is approximately about 1,500 to 1,800, and hopefully you can read that because, as you can see, this fluctuates all the way up. I'm at about 15. I'm at 14.5 volts right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to put this in an idle. Or actually, I'm going to start. I take that back. I'm going to start off without the truck running for 5 minutes, take a temperature reading, and then I'm going to start the truck and run it. I have this board here because I know what's going to happen. I have a good idea what's going to happen. This thing is going to get really hot. If you notice, I still got my 2 lines in there. Okay, and I set the radio. Well, here's the radio right here. So give me a second and let me shut the truck off. And just so you're aware of it, let me set that back up there for you. Okay. Currently the battery is at 12.58 volts. So I'm going to plug it in and let you see how hot this thing gets. Sorry, I have to splice this together. My camcorder memory got full. Really stinks. Now I can see that you guys can't see this temperature readings. Oh, there you go. I got it. Actually, I forgot to do this, but this is after 5 minutes. I just took it off, and this is just right after I just stopped. Okay? So you can see there, you're already seeing, gosh dang, that's hot. That right there is hot. That is 104, 160 degrees right there. I don't even, and this hasn't even been, 2 minutes later. That sucker is hot. I just about burnt my finger just touching that. So I'm not even going to continue with this. My recommendation, take this thing, if you get one, and throw it away. Don't even use it. If you put this in your vehicle, you take a chance of, let me show you. This is my mobile rig, okay? It's right here. I don't know if you can see that, but right there is a burn mark where mine was sitting. And it was, luckily we were in the vehicle. Don't use it. I can smell this. Oh, let me unplug this thing. Don't use it. And I am sending all 5 of these radios back. Not only is it, this is an issue that, yeah, I could have dealt with that. You can see even the little tab there is still in this one. I could have dealt with that. I could have fixed that. I could have not used these 12-volt chargers. I mean, if you're using a vehicle, I mean, that's why I got it. I was like, man, this is awesome. I can plug it into my vehicle. And my future plans are, is I'm going to be building a house that's going to be off the grid. And I'm going to have a 12-volt system for solar. I was like, oh, great, wonderful. But I'm telling you this, these are going back. And Sansonic, you need to fix this. This is dangerous. You need to put out a safety advisory right now. Don't buy them. Bye.